Hey folks, I'm back for the NGG Week 1 recap for the 2025 fantasy season. Ticket to Ride holds out against the implications after a scary slow start. Baker Mayfield carries the newly minted Luck Cardinals over the Seawards. Kung Fu Pandas dominate Escobar Hippos in their first ever division meeting. Brownout makes light work of Rudy was offsides. Justin's Deli inch out a close win over Win Like Flynn. And then the Liquidators score the most points on a week on their way to defeating the defending champion inaugurals in week 1. And now that it's in the books, there were quite a few plot twists every turn. I mean, every week 1 is so unpredictable, but this one was pretty wild. Ticket to Ride had a very, very scary start, and some of the other teams had guys underperform pretty significantly. Fantasy studs that are normally very consistent just couldn't get off the gas today or this past week. But the divisional outlook will begin with the Real Men of Genius, and some have coined it the new division of death. And based on the points for totals in week 1, that's hard to argue against. I mean, the Liquidators and Luck Cardinals start the year off 2-0, both with the highest points for totals across the league. The inaugurals, sit third at 101, and the Seawards remain at the bottom at 0-2. But you look at their points scored. I mean, they scored very closely to the inaugurals. So we'll have to see what this division looks like, because everyone's got to escape their gauntlet of division games. We know it's going to be a tough battle these next few weeks, but every team in this division with over 130 points scored on week 1, that's a pretty good benchmark to set. Microaggressors division, was spoken of all offseason as one with 2 good teams and 2 rebuilding ones, and week 1 proved no different. Brownouts in first with a respectable 142 points for. Ticket to Ride right behind them at 139. Both start out the year 2-0, but someone's got to lose next week, and they'll play each other next week as well. Rudy was offsides, sits third, and the implications are in fourth, but not too far off after a pretty impressive showing. Aaron Rodgers helped keep things close in week 1, and we'll see if he can do it again for Bryant in week 2. And you'll have to excuse my dog barking in the background. The Joe Millionaires division was aptly, named a joke, because none of the teams in this division since the inception of the league have really done anything noteworthy. I think maybe the Pandas won a third place game, but it's not a shock to see the Kung Fu Pandas at the top of the standings with a convincing 2-0 week 1. You can call it a cupcake matchup if you want, but they put up 140 points for, and Justin's Deli and Win Like Flynn both had weaker performances, sitting at 1-1 and 0-2 respectively. Coming into the year, everyone knew it was going to be a battle between these 3 squads, with the Escobar Hippos looking to the future already, and it'll be interesting to see if the Pandas steamroll the division, or if the Deli can remain competitive. Deli or Flynn can remain competitive, that is. There weren't any trades or noteworthy pickups. Escobar Hippos got Juju and Renfro, and sure, they could prove flex-worthy for them, but not sure if that'll be difference-making. There are definitely worse $1 flyers out there on this quite dry market. But anyway, that settles it for week 1. Stay tuned for Blind Spiral's preview of week 2. If he's still got time, I'll install his Finance Bro shenanigans. So thank you for watching.